What is poppin', people? I am indeed still alive. I went through a good 4 or 5 days of just drought, okay? No good Wi-Fi battles, but I finally got a couple decent ones. So I'm gonna stockpile my Wi-Fi battles now, basically, just so that I can actually upload one every other day. I'm also gonna look for a new playthrough to upload for you guys, and some other content to Showdown Lives, all that good stuff that we're known for on this channel, some music, all that stuff. Anyways, so I got this team right here. You already know where I got it from. And I'm actually going to go ahead and lead off with Marowak, because looking at his team, if he doesn't lead off with Sharpedo, I should be okay. And looking at his team, I pretty much guessed he would lead off with his Tapu Koko, or maybe Raichu or something, I don't know. Anyways, Tapu Koko's here, can't possibly touch me unless he has Brave Bird or something like that. And I really don't think he'll have Brave Bird, so I'm going to go straight for the Toxic, expecting the Mew to come in, because Mews like to run Defog, so if I went for Stealth Rocks, I could have potentially wasted this turn. So I figured I'd go for Toxic, because I doubted he would bring in his Celesteela this early, knowing that I have a Marowak right in front of him, you know what I'm saying? So I go for the Toxic. He poisons me as well with a Synchronize. I knew that would happen. Not really a big deal, so that's fine. I'm actually going to go out to my Xatu now, expecting him to go for maybe Will-O-Wisp, predicting the switch, maybe Stealth Rocks, maybe something to hit my my Marowak with, but he goes for Earth Power. I didn't expect that at all, so write that down in my little notepad of things that I keep track of during the battle. But now I have a perfect opportunity to double switch, pretty much predicting him to switch out to something that Kartana can do something to, and he does just that. He actually switches out to his Sharpedo here. So that's great for me. This is going to allow me to apply pressure. Obviously, he's not going to want to stay in here. He's not going to want to get hit with a Sacred Sword or maybe a Leaf Blade or something. So I expect the Celesteela to come out. And this is amazing because I go for knockoff and it does like 35%. So that's data right there. I know that this Celesteela is not defensive at all, because that did way too much damage, because my Kartana is actually Choice Scarf. So he's going to go for the Heavy Slam here. And this is actually good for me since I knocked off his leftovers. He's going to go for the Heavy Slam and touch my Rocky Helmet, which is going to take even more HP off of him. So this is really good. I can whittle down this Celesteela. I'm actually going to double switch back to my Marowak. Didn't expect him to do this. He went for Elite Seed. I had a Xatu out, so if he had gone for my Elite Seed when I stayed in, I could have easily just Elite Seeded him instead. I really did not expect him to go for Elite Seed there. Maybe he was predicting the switch, but either way, it works out for me. I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rocks on the Protect. Had he Elite Seeded me, I would have, been taking quite a bit of damage here, but either way, I would have got my Stealth Rocks up, so it's not that big of a deal. The only difference is that he didn't gain any HP on those turns because he missed. But the main mission of me switching Marowak in was completed. I did want to get my Stealth Rocks up. So now he's going to go out to his Tapu Koko. I think he predicted this because I bring in my Xatu. He knows I have a Xatu. He knows I'm probably predicting the Leech Seed. So he made a good switch there. Brings out his Tapu Koko. But I can just switch right back to my Marowak. Marowak completely walls this thing, and I know that because he went for U-turn first turn. But he predicts me to come back out with Marowak, so he goes for U-turn again. He's making some good plays here. He's predicting what I'm going to do pretty nicely. He's going to go out to his Sharpedo here. I have a Celesteela in the back. I also have a Primarina, so Primarina is definitely the switch in here. I think that Sharpedo gets Poison Jab. It really just depends on if he has Poison Jab on his Sharpedo, because he is going to go for the Crunch here, and he's going to get the defense drop. It doesn't do too much, obviously, because I resist it, and Primarina is pretty bulky, and I have max HP. But like I said, if he has Poison Jab here, it could be a problem. But honestly, I think I have the upper hand here. So what I'm going to do is predict his Mew to come in, and I'm actually going to switch out to my Choice Banded Komala. And let me tell you, I know it's Komala, but y'all need to stop sleeping on him. Alright? You need to stop sleeping on Komala. Now, he doesn't go out to Mew, he goes out to a Celesteela. But knowing that this Komala is indeed Choice Banded, and knowing that Sleep Talk always works on Komala, whether it's asleep or not, which I didn't know until recently, by the way, and knowing how much damage my knockoff did to this Celesteela before, I know that a Choice Banded Last Resort from Komala will easily kill him from where he is. Stop sleeping on this Pokemon. I don't know how I didn't know that Sleep Talk worked on Komala always, but he is always asleep, so it makes sense. So what Last Resort does is if you've used all of your other moves, Last Resort becomes available to you and it does a ton of damage, but the catch is you have to use every other move in your moveset. So this Komala literally only has Sleep Talk and Last Resort, which is why I was able to do that and use that strategy there. But anyways, he's going to go for the Wild Charge. Definitely not going to let him kill my Komala that easily. So I'm going to switch out to my Marowak and take the Wild Charge. I think he either predicted me to switch or he just let his thing die there because maybe he didn't want to switch in anything to take a hit from this Marowak because he doesn't know what my UV spread is looking like. But either way, like I said, Komala needs to stop being slept on because he's sleeping on you. But he gonna put you to sleep if you sleep on him, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm still talking about Komala because I was very impressed with the damage that he possesses. But he goes for the acrobatics after bringing in his Halucha here after letting his Tapu Koko die. So he's gonna go for the Swords Dance. I thought that was strange just because, you know, I brought in my Primarina for a reason. Obviously, I have something to deal with you if I bring in my Primarina in this specific scenario here. So I really think he should have just straight up attacked me. Not that it would have made a big difference, but he would have got at least a little bit of damage off, right? But here he brings out his Alolan Raichu. You know, appropriate switch in to the situation here. I'm gonna have to switch out and let something die, just because I didn't want Primarina to die, just because he can potentially take on that Sharpedo that he has in the back. So I let my Xatu die. I don't think I need it anymore. Mew's not going to be doing too much anyways, so that's fine. I have Komala to deal with Mew as well, if he doesn't have Will-O-Wisp, that is. And I do have max speed on my Komala, but I still think I'm slow. I might be slower than Mew either way. But here I'm going to go for the knockoff, just because I know that I'm Choice Scarfed and the electric terrain has worn off, so I am going to be able to outspeed his Raichu. But he brings in his Mew now, so that's fine. I can get rid of this thing right now, really not have to worry about any Will-O-Wisps or you know, Stealth Rocks or anything like that. Defog's just gonna knock it out right now. And his next Pokemon is going to be that Sharpedo. So I am going to be able to do something with this Kartana though. I don't think he can kill me in one hit from where he is. I was actually pretty surprised here that he didn't go for Protect, but had I switched in my Primarina here, which he was probably predicting, going straight for an attacking move would have been the better play either way. So I really don't blame him for Mega Evolving here. He kind of had to have any kind of chance of killing my Primarina. But I stayed in, so that's the problem for him. I do go for the +1 knockoff. Doesn't do too much damage because he resists it, and he has an item that can't be knocked off. He goes for the Crunch. Does a decent amount of damage to me, but I'm not worried about it. But now that I see what he's doing, I'm going to go out to my Primarina. I'm sure he was hoping for a defense drop here so that he could actually go for the Psychic Fangs and do a good amount of damage to me, but he gets no defense drop on this turn, which is pretty unfortunate for him. I'm going to be able to take the Psychic Fangs pretty nicely, but it does do a good amount of damage, don't get me wrong, and at -1 it probably would have gotten close to killing me, but I still think I would have survived either way. So I'm going to go for the Moonblast. I almost said Draco Meteor because I read his name as I did it. I'm going to go for the Moonblast, take him out. He's going to go out to his last Pokemon, which is that Raichu that is in the back. He's going to kill me, and then I'm going to go back out to my Kartana. I probably should have gone back out to Komala, just because I wanted to get that last hit in. But just in case he had Focus Blast, or maybe a Z move or something in the back. Wait, does he have a Life Orb? I don't even know if he has a Life Orb. But either way, the safest play here was to go for the Choice Scarf Kartana knockoff and knock off his item. So he actually doesn't have a Life Orb, but I don't know what item he was holding. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't even knock off an item there. So he probably had a Z move. So it was probably better for me to go out to my Kartana there, not Komala. But stop sleeping on Komala. He's a heavy hitter, suckers. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I got another battle with this same team that I'm going to be uploading tomorrow. I also got some VGC battles in the back. Also got some Showdown lives with my boy Joey waiting in the back. Also got some new music I'm working on. Also got a new playthrough I'm looking for. If you guys have any suggestions on Pokemon ROM hacks or any Pokemon fan games that are of good quality and are, have been released recently, please let me know. It seems like there's been a drought. I don't blame them. It doesn't really seem that rewarding to make these games and spend years working on them only to make no money. But if there are any new ones or any good ones that you guys know of, please let me know in the comment section. And we'll be back tomorrow with another video. I'm out of here. Bye. Hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, or else.